Ephesians 6, we read 6 and 7. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teaches in all good things. Go to 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Go to the next. Go to the previous one. 6 again. Let's read it louder. 6 again. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. Go to the 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. 6 first of all. Go to 6:6. I love that. 6:6. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teaches in all good things. I think you understand what he is talking about. Let him that is taught in the word. So any way you can communicate good things unto your teacher. This is not just talking about pastors alone. It can also be a lecturer. It means if you are blessed, bless your teacher. Simple. That is what this place is saying. If you're blessed, bless your teacher. This is not what we are going to be talking about tonight. Tonight is a very good one. He said, the one who is taught the message must share his goods with the teacher. So I told somebody, I said, the world is wiser and the world is smarter. So the world would look at a lecturer and say, sir, you're doing well. Thank you for impacting me so much. And the world will give the lecturer wine. Imagine registering your presence in the lecturer's presence. Then they now want to mark you. It gets to a point. What happened? So the lecturer gets your number. So by the time you've done it like 3 or 4 times, the lecturer collects your number. Then the lecturer, there will always be a day of trouble. There would always be a day of trouble. And also a friend that is impactful, reach out. Somebody that advises, reach out. Pastors also, reach out. Reach out. Try as much as you can. Oh, this is it. Oh, that is this. A church sent me a message for a certain revival. And the man of God, while growing up, I really admire him. I saw what the Lord was doing with him. My wife is not even aware of this. And I reached out. And he began to pray. He began to pray. Serious prayer. Reach out. I know it's the era of the internet. But have you seen that the internet has never affected the finance of pastors? Because actually, pastors, we don't really get money where you think we get money from. Somewhere else. You see, when you impact somebody's life very, very well, the person will look at Facebook and will not follow what Facebook says. Because you have had impact in the life. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? So imagine when Facebook say, pastors are thieves, pastor, and you know that my money is part of the thing that make you. So what happened? You know that the person that wrote this does not have sense. This does not correlate to everybody. To everybody. So even bad members, we have bad members also. So everybody that teach you, not just when they say, oh, we want to do this, we want to do that. Not just then you reach out. Sometimes just choose to reach out. Sometimes just choose to reach out. Are we learning? So this weekly service is for wisdom. We learn wisdom. Reach out. I'm telling you, it will register your presence. Many of you are very quick to meet the prophet and say, I pray for me. Lay hands on me. Shoo. You're wasting your time. When you register yourself, any danger, before you dream, he'll see it. I'm telling you. When people gather to look at to meet him in the office, you don't care, you just go home. Because anytime, Till Jesus come, there are some people that are notable that can pick people's call around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And even if they sleep, they'll call back. Are you aware? Are you aware? Do you know I am busy is not for everybody? Are you aware? They'll pick your call 1, 2 because you've registered your presence. Imagine some persons have been in this church and I'm prophesying and I say, is this your first time? If I've ever done that to you, ensure you change the narrative. It means I don't know you. And somebody will say, if you know us, you'll not prophesy again. If only you know that prophecy is for babes. It's for children. Which one would you rather have? The prophet or prophecy? So it's expedient we gain wisdom. Do that when the school resumes. Just walk up to a lecturer and say, sir, you have been a blessing. Just give him wine. Give him, even if it's 5,000 in the envelope. That's what the Bible says. So the learner should communicate good things to the teacher. Or somebody that has been very impactful, they are richer than you. I've seen people that say, Papa, what can we give to you? There's nothing. You are a blessed man. They are there. Okay. Do you know when a poor man bring what he has to give to the rich man, the poor man is after something. And the rich man say, let me give it to him. No. It's happening in Kogi. One of my the people I used to look up to then, people gather together to see, I think Dr. Victor, I don't want to call the full name, he's a senator now. And you see these reverend fathers, they just gather together, they were collecting money. This one will come, you know how they greet politician and they become this. And that one man I was looking up to, when everybody was greeting the politician, he came and the man said, what can I do for you? He said, sir, I know I don't have much. Hey, pastor, I know I don't have much. But this is 20,000 naira. I just want to support your campaign with this. And I know that there's something God has done with you. And I'm praying for God to do that also with me. And the man held the money. What is 20,000 naira to him? As at then, he was using on my history. As in, I mean his escorts. Homer. Is it Homer? Yes, Homer. History. So the man held the 20,000 naira and said, so all these pastors are here to collect money. Only you brought money for my campaign. Are you sure you don't want any? He said, no. I just want to. And he said, take my number. Can I shock you? It was that man that roofed our church. That roofed that church in Kogi. He was the one that roofed the church. So this is the wisdom that God expects you to have. You come before greatness, all you want is how you collect your own. How you collect your own and disappear. I think we were discussing about that this morning also. How you collect your own and disappear. By the time you collect your own, he will be justified that he has paid you off. You come to a pastor, how you give him prayer point? Sometimes swallow the prayer point. So Galatians 6:7, this is what I want to teach tonight. Galatians 6:7. Can you display it there? Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Every man is sowing something. Every man is sowing something. Oh, I wish we had the full house, but I believe a lot of us will be online. If you're online, just drop your fire emoji. Let me know you are with me. Hallelujah. I love you all. Every man is sowing something. Every man is sowing something. As you are seated there, you are sowing something. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Every man is sowing something. Oh my God. How can a prophet look at a child and the prophet will tell the child and say, this child is a glorious child. This child has never walked in the life. This child is going to be this child is going to be that. This child. Do you know? Because while we hail from heaven, we all came with seeds. Seeds that should be planted. Seeds that should be planted. So this is why, A prophet can just look at somebody and say, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that. Yet, the prophet is just telling you that there's a seed inside of you. Do you know that you can hold a seed and not plant it? That doesn't mean that the seed is not there. So as a seed, it must be planted. There's a law that governs the seed, and that same law governs our life. That same law. Was it Genesis now? Genesis 1, maybe 29 or 28 thereabout. That said, let every seed multiply according to its kind. So it means the seed of what I hold is what I would get. So when I plant it, I can't plant, let's say, pumpkin and get mango. It's not possible. So I can't plant avocado and get coconut. So let every seed produce according to its kind. Are you aware that those that smile a lot, they get people that smile also? You don't know? Those that smile a lot, they get people also that smile to them. This is why I've met a lot of persons that smile a lot. They are often thinking in their head that the world is very soft and everybody is a friend. I was telling one of my daughters, I said, you are too soft. I say, people will take advantage of you because you're too soft. You're just busy smiling. It's a seed. So when you come to them, no matter how bad your day is, if they were to smile at you, you end up smiling. How many of you, someone has smiled at you and you ended up smiling? Let me see. Some of you have family problem. That's why you can't do it. When somebody smiles at you and you have family problem, you don't smile. But I was just digressing. I was just joking. No matter what, you smile. Have you seen people that their food is more expensive, but you end up going to their bukateria because they smile? It's a seed. You end up going to their cafe. Is it cafeteria they call it now? Because of their smile. It's a seed. You end up buying from them because they smile. There's a way smile make you feel welcome. Oh, okay. How many of you have seen this? It's normal. I believe everybody must have. Air hostess. They are coming. You would think you want something, and they come to you and they say, "I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Like you've not seen it before, but you must have seen it on the movie, right?" So they are coming and they say, "You're welcome. You're welcome aboard. You're welcome." And you now look at yourself like, "Is it that? Is it my dressing? Is it?" There was one lady, I think she was Queen's friend. She came to me and said, "I've seen you somewhere before." I was at the airport, and so I went somewhere to just eat, and "I've seen you somewhere before." So I said, "I'm not sure, possibly." So he said, "Do you know Queen?" I said, we have Queen. "Are you a pastor?" I said, "You said it." They, "Can I get your number?" And she was smiling. I was so pushed to give her my number. So I said, "Go and meet Queen and collect it from Queen." "It's good to see you. I like your dress." So I went to Queen's this and I already put it. Why is this one liking my dress? So I went to Queen's this thing. The moment she left my present, I called Queen. I said, "Do you have somebody that works here?" I said, "Yes." I said, "If you told her for number." He said, "Sir, she has been asking for your number for some time." I said, "The more reason not to give to her." She approached with a smile. It's a seed. There are some little things that are there that would have changed your life. Very small. But you didn't know that a lot of breakthroughs are tied to it. Do you know that there's a way you are repelled away from somebody that frown every time? Me, I feel irritated. Are you Jabez? Is the world crumbling on you? Guess what? So, do you know this set of people that you call them, "How you doing?" They say, "Oh, yeah, just managing. So what happened? Oh, NEPA pole fall on. Then he called to me and said, sir, it's God that made you call. What now? I was just crossing the road. I almost died. Another time, so it was like a year now. I've not called one of those. So I just said, well, let me reach out. So I called and said, hello, how are you doing? Long time. He said, a disorder. Which disorder? Do you know why? I'll tell you something. If you hang around them long enough, you're going to become like them. So in case you're watching online, any one of you, some of you I just stopped calling you because you complain too much. Yes. Or even picking your call. Except when I'm extremely happy, then I pick your call. Because I know that there's nothing you can do to change that happiness. It's a seed. So what do they get? They have the seed of sadness. They didn't know, and they kept on sowing it. They kept on sowing it, and it kept on germinating. Sadness, 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 sadness. Today, trailer will nearly match their leg. Next tomorrow, if the escape trailer is Prado, the day they say they don't want to go to the major road, keke will be after their life. It's either they enter the keke because it's a seed. Are you getting what I'm saying? A smile is a seed. Your emotion is a seed. God is not deceived. Whatever a man sows. Some of you think when we speak about this is talking about finance alone. Whatever a man sows, that is going to reap. Do you know why I could be married for I think our marriage is going to be 7 years. 7 years? 7 years already. Married for 7 years. I've never thought about slapping my wife. Never. Never. Some of you have been in a relationship. They are slapping you about. They are slapping you about. Well, it is not the boy's fault. Remember your song. I love bad boys like you. Your prophecy has come to pass. You have not seen anything until you marry the guy. Do you know why? There's a seed inside of me that I've planted inside. And there's a seed also she's replicating. So she tends to replicate what I've given. And me too, I replicate what she had given. So me not slapping her is not because I am perfect. Me not slapping her is because there's a seed also she has planted into this thing that is making it work. And there's a seed me too have planted. So she has sown the seed, I'm reaping it. And me too have sown the seed, she too, she's reaping it. Are you here or you went home? Say, Papa does not slap mama. Do your worst now. Do your worst now. Do you know that nonsense you are doing also is a seed? And by the time you drag her by the neck like 5 times and you say, do your worst now. Then he let his hand go. You hear towai. You say, oh. Now it now depends on the weight of the man. If the man has weight, you will now begin to say, who of light? It's a seed. It's a seed. Do you? Oh my God. Are you? How many of you have been with all these our grandmothers in the village where some persons are planted? There's a way you eat of a certain crop. Then they tell you that leave this one to be planted for another season. So no matter how much you need that corn, by the time they turn that corn upside down and put it in the kitchen, everybody knows that this one is to be planted. My God, I'm seeing the attentiveness of my daughter. I wonder what she's hearing. He's just very focused. Hallelujah. So grandma turned the corn upside down, hang the corn in the kitchen, and the corn is there. No matter how hungry you are, you don't use that corn. It's for a season. There are some that will leave it to dry up in the farm. How many of you have seen that? You've been in the village, or perhaps you've watched movies. They keep it there. Why? Because they know that the continuity of that harvest must extend till next year to be planted. And sometimes they pick the best of the best to be planted. And this is how they stratification now? How they remove the best. You are smiling. Do you know the English? How they remove the best from the worst. You get it? I think stratification. Is it correct? Oh, okay. So how they remove the best from the worst, so they keep nurturing the best. Are you getting what I'm saying? And they will never be tempted to eat it, because them eating it signifies them eating next year. It's a seed, and next year they bring it out. They don't need to go and buy more this thing. They bring it out. Or yam. So they can give you the yam, but they'll give you without the head. So they bring out the yam, the harvest of the yam, then they bring it to your front, then they remove the head of the yam. Is that not so? Then they keep the head of the yam. They say, I want to plant it. Then they give you. Some of them are not aware that those yams can grow from any part. Am I right? Huh? What is it? What's yam botanical name now? Is it alata? Huh? Discorialata. So but all of them is alata. Yeah. So they can actually grow from different parts, but they keep their head, because then they feel the head is the. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you here or you went home? Because they know that to ensure the continuity of this harvest, some must be kept. You know the problem with this generation? You don't know that the money God gave to you is not for you alone to eat. There's also a seed there. There's a seed there. There's a part of the money that God gives to you. It gets to a point where God gives you money for feeding. It gets to a point where God gives you money for seed. And what is that seed? That seed most times is not the one you keep for tomorrow. Sometimes it's a seed you sow into people. That's why some people go broke. They can never rise again. Because even with that seed, they eat it. When I see people that say, I was very rich, I was this, I was that. So, what happened? Do you know that no matter how you mismanage, if you raise like 5 to 10 persons, there will always be one that will know good. But you bulk everything for yourself. You kept on eating, enjoying yourself, not knowing that there's a part of seed there. Do you know there's a way you grow up to? God give you money for police. It's a seed. So you see somebody is blessed to the extent where something is just happening, just call police, and the police is rushing down. He has sown seed there. Something happened in Abuja between me and this one. He called me and he said, go to such a place and pray. Papa please. Although the journey was so hectic, very, very hectic. Very hectic that I think Kazim, Moses, they were exhausted. Not the journey to Abuja, but I made a mistake of accepting program morning and night. So I would minister here in the morning and minister here in the night. And you know, prophetic meeting is not like pastoral meeting where you just gather Bible scripture and say, Luke chapter 7 verse this, Revelations, and everyone, hey man, are you blessed? Yes. See, when you are called a prophet, when you say, are you blessed, and you did not prophesy, they look you. Now, why we pay your transport from Akure come here with this? Are you getting it? So, it's a meeting that you must pray. So, by the time you pray, imagine finishing morning session. Then you pray. Then maybe inside that prayer, sleep will carry you. Then they tap you and say, sir, we are ready to pick you for the evening session. What will you say there? Worship him. Today God wants us to worship. No. God wants to speak to us. Worship him. Inside your mind, you will say, God, I beg. Jesus, help me beg your father. I beg. I don't go sleep again. I'm telling you the fact, I've done it before. was in Ibadan. I slept off. They came to tap me and they said, man of God, we are waiting for you. We thought you were praying. And I was actually praying for. I said, please give me 5 minutes. And then I said, God, I beg. So it was so hectic. There was no way I could have left the place. But if the person he said I should go and meet had sown a seed inside my life, I would have even preferred to go there and sleep. I would have preferred to go there and knock out. But there was no seed as such. There was no seed. Some of you only call, but there's no seed to pick the call. There's no seed. You are carrying a seed. Everybody here, you are carrying a seed. You are carrying a seed. And I tell you, don't think it's money. Money is the smallest. Money is the smallest. A seed. Sometimes there are seeds to meet greatness is inside of you. There are seeds to meet greatness. But what do you do in the presence of greatness? This was what I started the message from. Some of you just behave anyhow in the presence of greatness. There was this project where somebody was to dig sock away. So I traveled. By the time I came back, I was just seeing miss call. You know, project that is going to like maybe 100 million. So you have to dig sock away. If not that you are stupid in your head. Sock away. And I had even given him some money, remaining 70,000, which his own part there is 35,000. This boy was calling. So I said, okay. I was on site. I saw him. He came inside. He said, sir. And the boss that I used to give all those contracts, the boss was still, you know, the boss said, I know Papa now. The guy came and said, Papa, sir, Pastor, a transfer. I was looking at my phone. Sir, a transfer. And said, I need that, a transfer. And the moment he said that, I took my phone. I transferred. I think, were you the one that transferred the money? Oh, you transferred to me? I sent him the money and I called the boss and I said, I never want to see this guy again. You don't know how to do in the presence of greatness. There are some people that you should work for because it's a seed. Don't collect money. You collect something bigger. But you are after today, you just eat it. Eat everything up. Eat everything up. Do you know how Sunday? Do you know how many houses Sunday has built for me? Even our members, everybody's thinking towards Sunday. Do you know why? When they were plastering this church, our relationship with Sunday started in this church. When we were building this church, everybody that was plastering would tell them, you know, then there was not much money. So we'll say, please, can you just help us extend it? Only him will smile. And we'll be doing it for us and we'll be laughing. He'll be smiling. He was sowing a seed. There were people that was way better than him. No, he'll be like, we are stopping. By the time they were doing all that, everybody was marking and avoiding them. Everybody was looking at them. After the building of the church, God began to bless some of us. All of us actually. Who is the bricklayer? We know Sunday. In fact, we are giving him so much this thing that now he's not a bricklayer, he's an engineer. Those people, they'll say, God, do my own. Some of you pray useless prayer in church. You pray nonsense prayer. Sometimes this answer to your prayer is in your smile. Turn to your neighbor and tell the neighbor you're welcome to church. Are you trying to steal my destiny? Then they say, look at another neighbor. And some of you think church is the opportunity to do your steals. See, if you have money, you have. If you don't have, you don't have. In fact, most of these people doing steals, you are broke. Totally broke. That's the cause of your depression. You now come and do, what are you doing? We have your grandfathers here. Turn to your neighbor and say, I love you. What is wrong with you? It's an opportunity to interact. Sometimes your husband might just be by your side. I'm telling you. Do you know that there are some men that cannot tell you that they want to date you or marry you? Sometimes some men would want you to make them feel comfortable first before they'll do that. But you are like a buabu. By the time the guy just see what you have done with your seed. See what you have done with your seed. The ones that the devil did inside this thing that you are complaining is very small. Plenty of it, you did it. It's a seed. I told you I was listening to a prophet's message, and he said something. He said he needed a wife, and the lady just said, "You smell good." That's all. He went to buy that perfume, sprayed it very well, look for the lady, sit by her side, because the lady was his type. And they say, "Oh, you again from last Sunday. I love this your perfume. Next Sunday, spray very well. Get to church this thing, keep some extra. Put straight to usher says, sit down." You say, "No, it's destiny matter." Go straight to the lady. Till they got married, he confessed. Just you smell good, compliment. How many of you, these ladies, can just walk and compliment somebody? Or how many of you brothers? Agbiri, agbiri, agbiri. But by the time you tell a lady that, by the time you tell a lady that you look beautiful, she know where you are going. It's a seed. There are some doors that it will open for you with that seed. You see these little things you see as small as dressing. I don't know how you can be till date you don't know how to dress. 2024, you don't know how to dress. I don't know. And you say you don't care about dressing, so you don't care about how you look. How can you not care about how you look? Say it's not about dressing, it's what is inside. Go and bring knife. So you bring knife, you open your inside. Let's see what is inside. Let's see what is inside. If you're getting overweight, exercise. It's a seed. There are some persons that you need to meet them only in the gym. That's if you need it. Every opportunity you get, know that there's a seed you are created with. This prayers ain't gonna work. They're not gonna work. I told you about a certain lady that I was praying for, and she said, "Sir, I need a husband." She was working in a bank, and I said, "Kneel down." And she knelt down. She was a tall lady. She knelt down, and in front of me, like knelt down. I first of all had the smell of the weave on. I breathed it out. I said, "No, this cannot be the weave on." I used to hear that it's smelling, but I've never had first-hand experience. By the time she stayed in the floor, so I was able to look at the oh, Bara Jesus. It was like, Momo, Tiko, some face here, some face here, some face here. So I say, okay, let me mind my business. I say, "Father, in the name of Jesus, give her husband." And I heard a voice that said, "You feel marry him? The devil is a bastard. The devil is a bastard." I heard, "You feel marry him?" I now replied that voice and say, "For every Adam, there's an Eve." One of my sons went to do photographer somewhere in a certain wedding. So he sat back. He's making me laugh. He sat by the husband, and the body odor of the husband was, my God. So he left the husband and think the solace was the wife. So he moved close to the wife. And the wife was trying to ask the husband question, and the mouth odor that passed. So he came back, he said, Papa, I not feel breathe. For every man, there's a woman. There's a man. Be looking for somebody that you don't know. Every man you're looking for, there's a seed you must sow. There's a seed you must sow. You're looking for, he should have abs, he should this, he should that. Your stomach is like volleyball. You think somebody that will have abs will now come for you? Of all people, you that can sit down and finish a whole pizza. You need to see how some girls order ashina for 4. You know, fufu. Make girl they order like 7. Then they now collect the soup 2 places. Now lie. That kind of person can swallow up your destiny. They get to the house, they put it together, they turn it together, shaking together and running over. A girl. I'm telling you, there are some things that no matter how you pray, there are some adjustments you need to, because the seed is already in you. The seed is already in you. I was still talking to somebody, and this is my word. The lady, very beautiful, and she's walking like this. Lady, and I called her and I said, no, you don't walk like that. Some of you think I was born the way I'm walking. No, I learned it. Because I'll need to appear with everybody, in front of everybody, and everybody's looking at me. So I need to learn how to walk. If not, you know how I learned walking growing up? My time was the time of all those Tupac. And I was in the world. I was, gang talk life. That's how I was working. One of my sons came to my site, one of our project. That day I was so frustrated. Do you know sometimes God frustrates up your helper so that your attention can be needed? Since while Pharaoh was there, that should not be the first dream Pharaoh had, and that should not be the first bad dream. And if you look at that dream, it was not bad, but that was the only dream that troubled the heart of Pharaoh. Why? Because God was creating opportunity for Joseph. So then my son came and said, Papa, I want to buy you 1,000 block. And I was very frustrated. You know, that was beginning. I gave money for 1,000 block. And something registered in my mind. You see, some of you are master in playing safe. That's why the moment you drop down, bam, you are not going up again. You just want to look for one teaching job. Just carry the remaining one and just go and get PAMPay, POS. You are not going up again. This is the difference between a wise person. They understand that this is a seed, so they build a block around them. Some of you see this, oh my God, the world is very wise. The world is like a pill you should take, but no, don't swallow. If not, you become like them. I look at the Cubana, they say Cubana chief priest, they say Obi Cubana. They are not just the only friends, a sect of them. So they end up carrying each other till they became popular. So this one will rely on this one will rely on this. Do you know, if you tell me, okay, let me use the world as an example. So a certain musician came out and said, if you love me, give me money. How much did he get? So imagine if he's broke. So you get more because of what he had done. Let's forget musician. So was it yesterday now? Yesterday, yesterday I came to the end of myself. There was nothing. So my wife asked me, how are we going to do this social place? I said, I don't know. My mood changed. My wife texted some of my sons. I just saw money coming in with the money, with their names. What is happening? I just saw money coming in. I saw money coming in. I saw money coming in. When I tell you that I'm a blessed man, see, I'm in the level where I am like water. If I pack from it, it will cover. I think I told you this. I told you people this like 3 years ago. I've been in that level. I'm like water. If I pack from it, it will come out. And those of you that are angry at that blessing, you have not seen anything. I am like a water. If you pack from it, it will cover. At most, I recover. At most, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I will not know that I do anything. But the same me, I get to the point where I need help. Everybody will need help. I can never be poor. I can never this. Don't worry. You go soon buy your gas. Don't worry. Hello. Go collect. I can never cook. The way you be cooking, you will now know that these bukas, they are not sweet. Because it must be invested. Not everything God gives to you should be eaten by you. Some should be invested. Look for some persons. Investing. It's a seed. It's a seed. I told you, I said, now my boy, it works more than, this is my BSc. So while I was, before coming, somebody called me concerning a certain saga. And he said, sir, please, I need you. Please help me. While I'm coming. And I said, send me the number. After service, I'll sit down on that saga. Imagine if that seed is not with me. That I may not be laboring like that I may not be laboring like a fool. Bring it down. I've shown a lot of you my secret. Have you ever seen anybody that is doing well in this church that I do not participate in their life? Show me one, either through prayer or my finance. Show me one. A lot of them that are even abroad, Canada, US. Show me one that are still connected to me, because some, it's obvious. Show me one. That's why I can tell them, I say, I need $1 million. I say, Papa, take. You think they are generous? Go and do it, because my seed is working for me there. And their seed will work for them to here. One of my daughter, I remember, she was traveling abroad and I put 6.5 million naira in her account. And I left it there for some time. Do you know why? There's a way she has carried herself. Her seed, I've seen it. The husband's seed, I've seen it. That's why I put out. If now you know if you sleep. You just be in your room like this. You just see me looking at you like. You just wake up and say, Papa! I said, calm down. Do you know how much of my money is that? Is it not proof of fund? Do you know why the Bible says wash and pray? We can even be in church. I will tell everybody close eye. I'll close one eye. In case you won't pass there, miss. Because you have not sown that kind of seed. I'm telling you, some of you think of yourself like, but you are just a seed. You are a seed. Be nice to people. When we say be nice to people in your compound, we are not telling you to be a good Christian. It goes beyond that. It's a seed. Stop quarreling with everybody. You have a problem with everybody, undermining the fact that you are a witch. Because how would you have a problem with everybody? Be at peace with all men. It's a seed. It's a seed. You are planting it. You are planting it. You are planting it. It's a seed. It's a seed. God has given you the seed. You held the seed. You are busy praying. And they are doing like, they have not even seen you. You are mashing what I've not seen you. Because you have finished all your seed. It's a seed. Some of you are so bad to your neighbor here that your neighbor cannot even recommend you as a wife to the brother. recommend you as a wife to someone. Instead, when they recommend you, is when they go to club. You see that both smoker, that they know that this one will help them kill you. And I say, I bring one chenke, so. It's a seed. Some of you think everything is free. It is. God cannot be deceived. God cannot be mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, he will reap it. See, I think you should go and learn how to stand, how to communicate, how to position yourself in the presence of greatness. There are some people you should do business with. Don't collect money. Don't collect money. Don't collect money. Tell them, no, from you, just pray for me. You don't really care about the prayer, but you want to withdraw big. You want to cash out big time on their head. Don't do that with me. I'll pay you your money. You want to catch out big time. Some favor, reject it because there's a big one. There's a big one coming. When you are with greatness, leave money. Forget money. When you wash clothes for greatness, you are doing dry cleaner, and you know that this is greatness. I'm just doing it. One day, you see the day you will cash out. Out of all my workers, all the project we are having now, out of all the workers, only one I still remember in my heart, that I carry in my heart. Only one. The rest I paid in full. And it's not, I think he just got aware this morning when we were talking about it, and he walked in. The rest will ask me, sir, the bill is this, the bill is that. This one will say, Eko Fumilo, Eko Jara, Matira Kama Shishelo, Papa, and I saw how he was shouting at other workers, was trying to, do you know, like our work. And I'll stay somewhere and I'm looking. Oh, this one understand how they do around greatness. If I had paid him some of those money, oh my God. Do you know that I sat down, I looked at him, and I began to look, oh, this one is not collecting money from me. What is his problem? I looked at, I said, what is his problem? And I saw that he didn't have a gen. And I can't, how much is that gen sold for now? That's the gen. Huh? No, it's way more than that. I think so. Ferdinand. Yes, how much is the gen? Huh? 1.5 now. And I carry the gen. Which person have I paid 1.5? If I even pay you 1.5, you would have given it to labor too. And I gave him the gen. Now he has some problems with the shop. Me and my wife will be discussing, how about his shop? How is this? How is that? The rest don't have sense. You want to collect from greatness and eat. That I may not. Is somebody learning something this night? You want to collect from greatness? That's the dimension where you say, sir, anytime I just give you this food, I am blessed. Do you know if you reject your food money 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days, going to 1 week, if he has sense in his head, the man you are doing it for, he will shame and send you 50K. 50K never cover the rest. And you see, sir, let me return some. Sir, this is much. You know what you are doing. The world is wise. You can only pray. You are not wise. We can only pray in church. What a man sow, he will reap it. You are there looking for husband. Every man, by the time you say, only you are you. If Jesus were to dress up and come, you see a problem with him. It's a seed. What a man sow, he will reap. What you are reaping now is what you have sown.